Whittleton Creek, Vermont.
Howdy, y'all. For this last visit to Whittleton Creek, I decided to be a cowboy.
47. I've marked your map with several points of interest.
Thanks,
We're running
Diana.
this
We've been over
mission with
this.
very little upfront intel.
So I
But
wanted
these
to go for a
locations
little bit
could
of a
provide
look, a little
clues
bit
to help
different
you obtain
loadout. So I
information
brought
you
El
need.
Matador, the
Good luck.
powerful gun, and I decided to run with a cowboy outfit. But realistically, since we're doing mission stories, we're not really gonna see much of Cowboy Hitman. So, you know, enjoy this minute or so of exactly that.
I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mole, you don't need explosives. We're gonna keep them safe in our trunk until you produce that license, okay?
One of Janus's gardeners has decided to clear a series of mole tunnels using explosives. I applaud his enthusiasm, but sadly, local police have confiscated his equipment. If you were to find it, 47, it might be the perfect way to rid the world of Janus.
Come on, man, it's standard procedure. You stuff the holes, and then you blow up the tunnel system so it collapses. Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force looked to YouTube as guiding principle for standard procedure, I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it.
No comment on YouTube and or civilization collapsing. Right, so we need to grab the gardener outfit. And he's kind of alone on the street. Can't quite just knock him out just yet, so let's follow him for a bit.
How's it hanging?
I feel like that man just made fun of my outfit. And as such, I no longer feel any remorse for what I'm about to do to this man. You know that meme? I'm about to destroy this whole man's career? That's me. That's basically me.
Damn donut-eating dorks. Oh, sure, if you play around a little with some fertilizer, propane, and gasoline, they're right there to confiscate your stuff and treat you like a goddamn terrorist. But when your car gets keyed by your neighbor's dim-witted son, they're all like, "Sorry, sir, I'm afraid we need more evidence."
I feel like you deserved it. Though having your car keyed does suck quite a lot. The foliage hiding stuff in Hitman 2 compared to Hitman 1 is amazing. It is so handy to not be able to... Sometimes you don't have a place to dump the body and you can just drop them in the bushes. Good times, good times. In fact, there's going to be some of that in this run or the one coming after. Problem finding places to dump bodies. So, you know, maybe we should encourage more bush growing.
Sir, you should go back the way you came. I'm glad we speak the same language.
Hey man, I'm just a gardener. I just wanted to go check out the explosives you have hidden and took from me. Alright, pretty basic stuff here. Wait for them to turn around and then steal the stuff. This is the 6th out of 7 mission stories for this level. I've enjoyed a fair bit.
Okay.
It's hard to rank levels really, but I'd say this one is definitely up there. It feels so different to many of the other levels. That's part of what makes it so fun. Now, if you could just turn your head, sir. Sir, if you can... So, thank you, sir. Oh yeah, explosives. Best hide that. I guess in my tool belt. I mean, who knows? Where 47 manages to hide everything. Anyway, off to Janus's garden. Or Janus. Or I think one NPC even says Janus or something. It's a mess. Well, never leave home without your lockpick. Although, to be honest, you don't really need to unlock these doors. You have the athletic prowess of 47. You just jump over the fences. See, I'm supposed to be here, right? To talk to that guy? But a few of these dudes not so chill about strange gardener appearing. So let's make sure we're standing in the right place. Anyway, we've run past this area a bunch before. and seen all the gardening stuff around. Time to do something about it.
You have a mole problem.
Oh, you're a godsend. Let's get straight to it. The sooner this is fixed, the sooner I won't have to listen to Mr. Janus' complaints. Follow me. As you can see, we have a mole issue. Now, I know a permanent solution might take some time, but if you could just fill the holes by the end of the day, that'd be great. Come find me when you're done.
You got it, sir. So, you're supposed to fill all these holes. And, of course, put the explosive in one of them. But you have to find enough to fill all these holes. So I had to go on a little bit of a scavenger hunt to hunt down a bunch of soda cans and baseballs and stuff.
Great. Let me have a quick look.
But I have everything now, including my explosive baseball that I brought. And I placed the actual remote detonation block
maybe, but
back there behind the shed.
Let me get Mr. Janus so we can inspect it for himself.
See? He said Janus. But it's the same guy who said Janus before.
Mr. Janus, the molehills have been fixed.
Janus.
All right. Janus should be here to inspect the work soon, 47.
Just to warn you, I'm sure this whole inspection's gonna remind Janus about something exciting from his past. And I'm sure that he's gonna tell us all about it. You know, old people syndrome. Just play along. Better yet, keep your distance.
I mean, the man is like a legendary secret agent. I feel like his stories would actually be interesting. Although it depends on how much he actually tells people. Alright, well, let's just sit here and wait for Janus. Janus. Janus.
Here he is. Mr. Janus.
Janus. Now it was Janus. Every time he changes that, I swear. Janus. I feel Janus is the best one.
Yes, Mr. Janus. The gardener took a bit of an unorthodox approach, but they do look filled to me.
Well, I think I'll be the judge of that myself. Thank you very much.
So, some of the holes are filled with soda cans. In fact, most of them are filled with soda
I
cans.
see that you have
I believe there's an apple in one. I had an option of shoving my gun in one. I don't think that would have been a great idea.
takes me right back.
So I suppose you could place the explosive wherever you want, because Janus does go and check out all of them. And he talks a little bit as he approaches all of them. I've always had problems with moles, you know. Moles in my organization. Why am I saying that? You're gonna see it right now. I just spoiled this dialogue for you. I apologize.
Moles in my organization, moles I employed, and now these little pests.
Well, Gunther, your tendency to stick so close to Janus is gonna end up costing you, but I think you knew what you were signing up for when you took this job, honestly. Goodbye, friends. See you in the afterlife.
Finally, an end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him. Still. We are close now, 47.
Alright, let's hunt down Cassidy.
Exterminator guy who's working on Batty's house?
Same guy who just did Cassidy's, right?
Yeah. So, I let him use the green shipping container to store some chemicals. I asked him if it was poisonous, but he assured me that it was only a sleeping agent. Get this, he told me that he doesn't kill the bugs, he only sedates them so that
Apparently, there is a fumigator in town. He's working on a house belonging to a James Batty, and has previously been working on Cassidy's house. The fumigator has stored some of his chemicals, a strong sedative, in a container in a vacant lot near the creek. Sounds like this could be useful, 47.
he can set them free later.
Let me get this straight. He's an exterminator who cares about the lives of insects. What a weirdo.
I thought so too. But then, he told me this story about his pet cockroach, Pedro. It was genuinely a touching story. His parents were poor and couldn't afford to buy him a dog, but he found this cockroach in his room one day, and he took care of it. Pedro lived in a shoebox, and he even made a little leash for him so he could take him walking. They did everything together, until one day, He heard his mother scream from the kitchen where he had left his pet while he went to the bathroom. He rushed to the kitchen where he found Pedro pierced under one of his mom's stilettos.
Oh, great. Now I feel bad for all the roaches I've stepped on.
A tragic story. My friend Pedro. Blood, roaches, and stilettos.
Huh?
Still, I'm not gonna feel too sorry for him. This is a little bit tricky, actually, if you're not careful. There's a lot of workers around here. You could grab one of their outfits and then get here, but just be some sneaky sneaks. Well, we got our insecticide. And now we need the exterminator outfit. We've been an not an exterminator, an exploder, gardener. I guess we're just a gardener, but I feel like using explosives to deal with moles is a bit more extreme than standard gardening work. But nonetheless, I guess the outfit is called a gardener's outfit. And here's the exterminator, Jose Alvarez. How do I know his name? You'll see. Oh man, I keep hinting at things coming up in the video.
My name's Charles Blake. Yeah, have a minute to talk.
Alright, while he's talking, let's just choke out this guy. I'm gonna need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. And if you don't have a motorcycle, just your clothes is fine. Again, never leave home without your lockpick. So then you can open the door to the wrong place. Right, let's open this one then. Second time's the charm. Right, this is the Cassidy house. Tons of people inside the Cassidy house. Tons and tons and tons. And a camera, which isn't great. But, insecticide in the thing. Can't start it yet. We need to make sure that Cassidy's going to be inside. And, let's do some sneaking. There is a full regiment of bodyguards around here. I could grab one of the outfits, try to walk around a little bit, which should make most of them fine with me, except there'll always be some enforcers. In fact, originally that was the plan. Just do the good old assault and battery. It's a nice place.
And there.
You have been terminated. It starts crackling a bit. I'm always worried it's gonna actually kill people. I mean, not that it matters, like this run isn't Silent Assassin or anything, so wouldn't be the end of the world. But still, you know, professionalism. 47 doesn't needlessly kill most of the time, except when I feel like it, because sometimes I do. So one of the things you can do a lot, which I don't use enough, I think, is leaving weapons around to distract people. If you leave a weapon lying around, someone will want you to go find it and then bring it all the way over to a specific weapon drop-off point in the level, which could be a really easy way to get someone distracted and moving far away from where you want them to be. Either leading them to somewhere or away from somewhere. It's probably a good idea to know just about where the weapon drop-off is, just in case. At one point, I didn't know where a weapon drop-off point was, so I stashed a bunch of bodies in the area. And then, turns out that the guy who went and dropped the weapon there saw all the bodies. Wasn't great. That was a bloody mission. Anyway, can't hurt to get rid of all the evidence, but honestly, it's not really the evidence I want to get rid of here as such. It's more just like turn off all the cameras, because there's a lot of cameras in this area.
House. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
And while it is technically possible to go upstairs from inside the house, it's a bit tricky, especially with this outfit. Hello, Cassidy. So we're just gonna do the good old climbing stuff instead.
No. Level 3 human and a guy called Jose Alvarez. Apparently works as a fumigation technician for a company here in Vermont, but I think there's more to him than that. Yes, it's important. Why else would I call you? I have a strong suspicion he's a security risk. I need to verify whether that is the case or not. He's snooping around my house with some lame excuses. For all I know, it could be a hired killer.
A hired killer dressed as a fumigator? Oh, you're just being paranoid, Cassidy. For one thing, the camera in here has an easy time catching you if you haven't turned it off. So that's pretty handy. Now I just gotta keep an eye on the minimap, honestly. Make sure that I don't see these dudes when I walk in. Because the way to make sure that Cassidy is in the house and stays in the house...
Cassidy looks to be a gun enthusiast. The room looks like it's outfitted with a lot of security and alarms.
Involves said security and alarms. So, let's grab some flash grenades just for fun's sake, honestly. And then let's make some noise. And get the hell out of here. And on.
Nicely done, 47. This should keep things nice and quiet inside the house.
Holy shit! Command! The package is down and in bad shape.
You should go check on him. See, this is where I'm happy I didn't change outfit. Because I think if I step in here without this outfit on, I would be knocked out. I'm not sure on that one, though. But, you know, better safe than sorry. I am carrying the gas mask. Alright, all we need to do now is actually find Cassidy. And he decided to go inside where the alarm actually happened. There he is. So, I could just kill him, but then I was like, I should find a fitting place to leave him for when they eventually find him. And it's like, okay, where's a fitting place? And then I realized I don't really have a fitting place for him, so I'ma just kill him here. But that does mean I get to use El Matador for once.
And that
got a hell of a kick.
Cassidy taken care of. Both targets are confirmed killed.
Right, much like how in Sapienza, you had to, after you kill the two targets, still run up and do the virus. At this point, we have to go find all the clues. There are, I think, 3 or 4 different ways to find each individual clue. But some of them are lost to us now, because they're already dead. So, let's get the cigar box.
A cigar box with a few cigars and a note inside. Well, this is very interesting.
And this guy, and his diary. Flash grenade for extra fun bonus.
One of Janus's many diaries. He's apparently been the chairman of the Ark Society for years. He stepped down very recently, but is still attached to the society. Well, 47, this is valuable information.
And finally, let's get the robe.
A ceremonial robe of some sort with a note from Janus attached. The note is interesting. Janus has asked Helen to do a few repairs on the robe before he leaves for his annual trip. He even put a date there. This is valuable information, 47.
And that is pretty much it.
Good work, 47.
That'll be the last 2 of the mission stories. We've seen pretty much all the clues. I think there's 1 or 2 left we haven't done. But as always, I feel like I can't quite leave a mission behind until I have properly done it. Silent Assassin, suit only. So that's up next.
Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees and verdant lawns.
No other perfect suit than the original signature suit. Now the thing is, I had a couple of neat ideas, some of them involving some of the mission stories like cigarettes and
But these
maybe try to
locations could
poison the
provide
burger
clues to
somehow,
help
but a
you
lot of those
obtain
still
the
involve
information
getting
you need.
disguises, and
Good luck.
some of them would be doable, I think, but it would be a lot of sneaking, so in the end I kind of brute forced this, which means it took me a while, but it's still a pretty basic way of doing it all. As long as you don't kill people, as long as you're stealthy enough, all you gotta do is take out anyone who might see you before they see you. And then you take them out. So,
Device has been terminated.
starting with this guy, I'm gonna be knocking out a whole bunch of people. And running into the biggest problem of this run. Finding enough places to drop the body.
Zoe. It looks like a draft and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and his sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Huh. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47.
New clue. Haven't gotten that one before. So this is guy number 1. And coming here is guy number 2. And they're going to be taken care of the same way as pretty much all of the guards are going to be taken care of. Be they Janus's guards, Janus, Janus, Jonas, or Cassidy. Well, there's going to be a lot of running around, knocking them, dumping them, so let's do a little bit of quick cutting. We got to be punching a lot of people. And if it wasn't for copyright issues, we'd put in some high upbeat famous music. You're just going to have to deal with it. We're starting our punching journey down below in the basement. Camera scene is not great, but it doesn't matter. Because the keys to taking them all out is right here. Now the screen is broken though. So it's impressive that he manages to do it. Anyway, 1.
The first
Grab
annual
this.
gathering of the Ark Society. That rings a bell.
2. I'm not killing you, buddy. 3. 4. This is the tranquilizer gun. You get a reward from doing this mission. It's pretty great. Now, where to put the body? Well, 5. 6. And, well, I guess he tripped and accidentally broke his neck.
Finally, an end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him. Still,
Everyone else been put in a
close now.
closet or a box. The same. Now for Cassidy.
Okay, great.
But I need a good gun for this. So I'm getting the classic silver baller. Stashed it in a little trash can thing. And I'm in luck, because he's right here. But he is being followed by a bodyguard. So, you know. 7. And let's put our aim to the test.
And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of. Both targets are confirmed killed.
All that remains now is to find the information we came for, and then get out of here.
Probably a good idea to close the garage door. And, best knock out the rest of the people in this house, honestly.
A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
We have most of the clues, but there's something else to get. We've done the Ark Society one from finding the stuff about Zoe. This will be the thing. 8. Nine. 10. Let's put all the weapons away and laboriously drag them all to where we place them. In closets, all over. This took some time. But patience is an assassin's best skill. Probably not the best skill, but pretty important. Alright. Bye, Cassidy. All the guns are gone. All the bodies are placed where they're supposed to be. Both targets are dead. Time to hunt down the surveillance tape and the other remaining clues. We can't use the robe this time, because that will break the suit only. Let's grab a soda can and get to work.
Clearly, Janus is a meticulous
Microfilm?
man. Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident
Lawsuit
of
paper.
Littleton Creek.
Once we've located the Constant, we'll make our final move.
And we're good.
You make it sound so easy.
And that's it. Silent Assassin suit only. That's the end of Whittleton Creek. And now, finally, something I withheld from you this entire time. The end cutscene. After this, it's on to the last level of the game. Until next time, goodbye.
The Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes, found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.